Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from the top 4 of the Galactic Championship Series, the Cala qualifier. What's the Galaxies Championships? Well, this is a full championship event series that we're putting on. We'll talk more about it later because these guys are going to get into it pretty quick. I am here with my friend William Hagewood. I'm going to open the bets. If you're watching on YouTube, put it in the comments down below. Let's go, Will.
All right. I like that high energy as I am excited for this matchup. I can't pronounce these people's names, but we have Vivek, Elashoff. Sure. Forgive my ignorance. Anyways, flying a list I like quite a bit here. We have Colonel Jendon in the Lambda class shuttle. We've already seen it activate this round. It says at the start of activation, you may spend a charge. If you do, while friendly ships acquire locks this round, they must acquire locks beyond range 3 instead of 0 to 3. And we see the rest of the ships here, the Tempest Squadron pilots, all start collecting locks. It appears that everybody has chosen the Red Squadron Expert 3, the green one, as their primary target. They chose you, Green. So the Tempest, a lot of them, 3 of the 4 have fire control system, which allows them to just reroll a die instead of spending their lock when they have one. They would love those locks because advanced targeting computer. Most of the time you'll see this flown frequently on Vader, the advanced targeting computer, where if you have a lock, you can get 3 attack dice and you get a hit to crit modification. Super good. It's like carrying around a missile with you at all times. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. And I unfortunately, there's no points for Jendon to get his own lock in this list, which I'm kind of sad about. But
199, you capped it out. You didn't have the couple extra.
Hold on, I'm distracted by Vivek Leak. Big arrow. Oh, he's pointing to the dice box, so he doesn't forget to roll dice. The dice box.
We gotta show our audience. It is his own. It is a reminder for himself. Right there. Just like here, do it here. That's, you know what? Whatever works. Whatever works.
Hey, I mean,
yeah.
That's not a...
I was like, do I need a bit of a reminder for you? He was like, I will 100% forget. Yes.
Fair enough. Okay, so on the other side here we have oh man, I already forgot. Is it just
KP?
Okay, that makes more sense because of Eastern naming conventions. All right, so KP is flying the Resistance. That is let me double check here. 1, 2, 3 Red Squadron Experts, all with heroic and integrated S foils. Mm-hmm. Heroic allowing you to reroll a pool of dice results only if they're all blanks and have 2 or more results in them.
Oh, just outside of range there?
Ooh, that was close. All right, so with those triple set of T-70 X-Wings, we have one of the most popular ships in Resistance right now, C-3P Rose. It's Rose Tico in the pod with C-3PO for coordinating and calculating. Looks like Zari Bango, who rounds out the list with Intimidation, is going to be taking the first shot here.
Now, it's going to be Jendon, 1 hit, but doesn't
because the first player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a bunch of initiative 3s on the table and a few 2s on Vivek's side. Here's a shot back. Zari retaliating. And just 1 hit. And Zari with Intimidation. Interesting choice. I don't think you brought Zari with Intimidation for this matchup.
No, not necessarily. James, go gray. Go gray. Or no. Anyways, we do got some 2 dice attacks here coming on to Zari.
James, don't forget to make your hand gray.
Yeah, go gray.
I think he might be changing the names on the ships.
Oh, I mean, I trust him. Just, my pet peeve about
the floating hands.
The white hands of doom.
All right. And here we go. We got shots going into Zari. Just one hit. It's a range 3. 4 agility dice. Oh, easy.
No problem. I will say we need to work on getting some white hand tokens for in real play. I think that'd be really funny.
And just set it at the middle of the board. Like,
yeah, just wherever. Just throw it on the board.
I mean, we could do it. It's going to be real confusing for some people, though.
We're like, what is that? We're like, don't worry about it.
You know those really tiny hands that are like on sticks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need some of those with like little white hands. Like, like a little white pointer hand, the TTS pointer hand. And you can just like point it at the...
Let me know, chat. Would you guys like some red, blue TTS hand target lock sets? Is that something you guys... to remember TTS by. So a little token of appreciation, or not appreciation, but could be a fun giveaway.
Yeah, we have a question about I think it's 8-bit talking about it. Yeah, 8-bit. Always with the insightful questions here. Now, questioning KP setting up in this tight box formation. The problem with that box formation is that it's so easy to block the entire squad with the right maneuvers, or at least double block somebody. Yeah. When you're split up in a line like Vivek here, it's harder to block multiple ships. I really like this formation. This kind of firing line style of ships here, because you can all close in to close range without essentially blocking yourselves. I mean, I feel like we're there's a pretty obvious target of where the Imperial's going for, right?
Yep, like what's happening.
How do you react to that, Dion? If you got 4 locks on you.
Well, one of the things, even though you are in a block, one of the options that KP does have is the option to jump the front line. If you think you're going to get blocked, but you think you have enough space for the back line to do a 2 forward, land in front, and at least get actions on the front, you have you have some flexibility there. And I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing something like that here soon. But looking at this turn, there is a lot of space there. I think those X-Wings are going to have plenty of space. Zari bumping there, but remember, Zari's ability does not lose a perform action step after bumping into a ship. But remember, does lose it if she also goes over an asteroid, because that's a separate trigger.
That is a separate trigger. And we see that this intimidation Zari, she lost a shield in that first shot? Wow, I didn't even realize. I thought those weren't going to hit at all.
She did. And here is, look at that tight banking formation. All of them barely fitting.
Yeah, they turned in towards the intimidation setup here, which is why I was strange that Jen didn't reinforced. I thought it would be better served taking a offensive mod here, knowing that he won't be the target of these attacks. But, maybe just a to be safe kind of situation.
And here we go. We got some range. Shouldn't that be another dice? It's range 1, isn't it?
I might be shooting at...
Hey,
Are we missing something? Jamming beam?
Oh, there. No,
okay.
Jamming beam's still nice to dice. He just forgot. Oh, triple crit.
Oh, pop.
Well, that'll do damage.
do you want them to roll back the green? Or...
No, because it's just adding a die.
All right.
Oof, all right, so all 3 shields on that green T-70 gonna be going.
I mean, they're not
way
going
to
to heroic
start.
it?
Oh, he does have oh no, he forgot heroic. Ah! Heroic in the chat.
Didn't need it. He was like, I don't care.
I'm not gonna spend this focus anyway.
No, not gonna do it. Oh,
He did heroic. Looking at the chat log,
Okay.
he did it twice.
Wow, yeah. Blue rolls 2 dice nothing, 2 dice nothing. Yeah, fair enough. Wow.
All right, well here it begins. Remember, this advance is only gonna have 2. Hit, crit.
Yumps.
And here comes the Peng. Has the focus right now on the first shot. Gonna be the first shield there on the red Tempest Squadron pilot.
So that should have been focus expenditure from green there. Yeah.
That focus is gone.
Another 3 hits here coming in. He's got it.
All right, and that's going to be 2 more hits. Half points on that tie advanced.
Getting whittled away. Roses has a heavily modified shot as well. Just 2 dice, though. Could be enough.
It's range 2 as well. It's going to be 2 on 2. She's got the calculate. She's got the rerolls because she's got buddies in her arc. Nope, just 1.
Just 1.
Oh,
nope.
Still does a damage. Down to 1. I'm curious to see which X-Wing he chooses to fire here. All right, gonna go
the last one.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Thinking about Zari. Zari has not shot yet.
Yeah, thinking about Zari. Spend your focus to guarantee it. No, nobody's shooting at you.
I agree. There is a little bit of a hesitation here.
Nobody's shooting at you. Literally, all the locks are the other dude.
I agree. Yeah, take the guarantee.
Yeah,
you don't want you don't want doubles to end up coming in. Because we've seen it before, right? I'll tell you, I've taken that risk. I've been rewarded, but I think this early in the game, just taking the guarantee is a better play.
It's less of a risk when they don't have any modifiers.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't risk it. This must be going into probably yellow there because it's range 1.
1-on-1.
1 hit, 1 evade.
Could have been the shuttle. Oh no, with the number of evade dice there, that was the tie advance yellow.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, traded some shields off of the T-70 for all of the Tempest, and now here I'm excited for this. The crits are going to be rolling into green here. There we go. 2
eyeballs. Spend it. Hit crit because of advanced targeting computer, and that is double crits going in. What did we get?
Wounded
pilot
and direct. That's a 1 health.
Oh no.
Ship remaining. So you take probably yellow shot here. Makes sense because that yellow T-70 was hesitant about his focus. He is going to be the next target as he had spent it. So is this range 3?
Has the lock.
Fire control system. Reroll.
And that's
focus.
3 to guarantee.
Mm-hmm. No, it's range 3. He could
you're right.
heroic into 3 evades.
Oh, no. So that green X-Wing taken off the table. Expect the rest of the shots to go into that yellow T-70 X-Wing there on the bottom left-hand side of the square.
Yep, so it's just blue finishing off now. Blue does not have fire control system. And it's smart to shoot him last then because you know if that ship is likely to die or not.
The Empire is already ahead at this point, 44-38. Let's see if they can catch anything else along the way. Couple more shots coming in. Nope, that's the last one. And we are back to planning. So right there, Vivek in an early lead. Now there was a couple of people in the chat, okay, talking about the shuttle had the possibility of coming in to this formation, coming up a little bit closer. He would have likely blocked that front T-70 X-Wing and would have stopped all the actions from that block of X-Wings. That was definitely a strategic option.
Yeah. After watching Kage fly all last round, like, I was reminded that you have to fly these lambdas very particularly. Your turnaround time is so bad, and your rear arc, while we saw Kage in the last round doing some damage with the rear arc, it is not your preferred weapon of choice.
That's not very
that 3 dice front arc.
So maybe that was the priority, huh? Make sure get the front arc going.
I mean, we could see like blue and green just hard turn, but you might overblock at that point. It's hard to say. The X-Wings really don't have a lot of places to go. Like 4K, like you can't dial in a 4K. Like Jendon's right in front of you. That's so risky.
So you might just see that and hope. Is that where you're at that point?
I mean, like yellow can't get out of your kind of jousting formation. You could even have Zari, if Zari just like 2 forwards or whatever, you could try to get that block, or not block, but you know, a Zari block where you just run into somebody. Get the intimidation trigger. Maybe that's the better way to say it. On yellow, and you just keep your arcs forward. Hopefully Rose doesn't bump, and maybe you can hand out some actions that way.
So yeah, because you do have the coordinate available. We'll see where he ends up going. Because he's not going to have a lot of space to maneuver. But, man, it also depends on his priority. Obviously, the shuttle could stop. But I do like the just get in the way. Be the space cow. Channel the moo. All right.
Well, you don't have to stomp if you can just like block him with yellow or green here.
Yep. Have the
because
possibility
there's potential that yellow
just
shoots in there, causes some blocks. Well, not so much anymore. Vivek must be an old school rebel player because he's flying this list like I would fly a rebel list of just whatever, joust me. I have more attacks than you. Let's do this.
Taking the target lock out on the red T-70 X-Wing. Brew Nasty, we miss Dion. I miss you. I miss you. Hey, Chris. Chris, are you are you 5G enabled already?
I don't even know what that means. I hope that's not a vaccine joke.
It is.
I know. Every time I'm like, someone's like, oh, you're coming out for in-person events? I was like, well, I do have my microchips.
Yeah.
I just feel like, well, that's a dumb joke. Stop saying that.
All jokes aside, Chris, I was talking to D and Ryan about setting up a few, because this in a couple weeks we're having the GSP showdown here at the GSP studios. The Fly Better guys are maybe we have a Fly Better versus Crates GSP showdown at the studio. Fun.
TLFJ 200. Is very much enjoying the honorable joust at the bottom of the screen here. A true honorable joust. By the way, that was a Jendon coordinate, focused linked roll to yellow. By the way. And,
all right, now the Rose did bump into the X-Wing, so we'll have a shot range 1 into Jendon.
Well, Jendon also looks like has the shot back on her.
Here we go.
All right, average roll.
And one going through there.
Rose reroll.
Into Rose, yes.
Because of the red squadron. As a note, you have to remember, not you, Dion, but I'm just saying it out loud, that Rose's ability is determined by the friendly ships in the attacker's firing arc. not her arc, which is a common mistake.
Mm-hmm. Here is that other T-70 X-Wing taking a shot here.
No mods from the bump.
One
crit to
squiggle.
1 evade. So this one does have the green X1.
Do you take?
Or yellow.
I think you take it.
Yeah, no defensive mods. You roll more dice. It's your chance to do more damage. Yeah.
Yep. And then also that there's a focus out there as well. Ooh, there you go. Hit 2 crits. And there you go. We're gonna push through some damage. Easy.
Yeah, it's always I mean that's the hard parts of X-Wing where you're like, I know I need to focus fire. That's how you win games.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you need to realize what you can actually do damage to and what you can't. So Rose here, you gonna take the range one on the Jendin? You also have green now, who's damaged. Or you could try to strip the focus from yellow. Like, Jendin is the trap in this list, right? Like, he just does not care. Like, whatever, I got 10 health. Please shoot at me, please.
100%. Now, as we continue this game, do want to remind you that this round and all of our rounds today brought to you by District Foundry and Curled Paw Creatives. We got a special going on for you guys, GSP 2021 in their Etsy shops for 15% off. And here is the attack. 1 hit, 1 squiggle, denied.
All right, I think that's... Oh, we got one more 3 here.
Zari.
Keep thinking that's Merle because of the intimidation, but not true.
False. I will tell you, when I see the blue A-Wing, my brain also goes Merle. Lies.
Gonna go into Jendin here just to try to put out some damage.
Oh, just
one. Jendin, don't you dare. He does!
Squiggle, baby.
Wow. Wow. The thought when you're like, well, I'll just shoot at the guy who's easy to hit. No. Wrong. All right, 4 dicer with a target lock on to Rose. This is the one without fire control system.
1 crit. He's going to spend the target lock. Had the target lock for the action, so no focus available, and be able to convert for hit crit. Double focus
Rose should have 2 rerolls, just 1 reroll. Just one?
One
reroll.
In the attack arc? I think was the red one, the red and her in the attack arc? Oh, it's other friendly ships, isn't it? It should have been only 1. So
they had 2. It's the yellow one and the red X-Wing.
Oh, yellow was in the blue attack X1.
That's not what blue Squadron Pilot 4 says. It says Rose range 1, red range 2.
Ooh, okay. Do you want to roll it back then?
No, if they're just going to keep going, it's whatever. We could only help out so much. Yeah, Rose dies anyways, so
Yep,
like whatever.
It doesn't matter in the end. All right. Yeah, the resistance paying dearly for not bowing to the Empire here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go.
Spend for 3.
Yep, 2 crits on there too, but I think that red
shields.
Squadron has shields. Yeah, I really, you know me, Dion. I like the X1 chassis. So much so that I was convincing Marcel that it was good. But I mostly like it because of fire control system and taking locks. I'm a big fan of locks these days,
Yes.
Especially in 2nd edition. We went too long without knowing the power of locks because everything just gave you rerolls in first edition.
Yep.
But now, these X1s, the price point on these for what kind of attacks you can do with them is outstanding. They're 36 base, I think. They might be 34 base. Let me double check here.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they went down in price, I thought.
For the price point with Jendon,
38
I know
with fire control system.
You're paying a tax, of course, with Jendon, but in that opening salvo, it's like having 4 Darth Vaders out there because you got it all. You have all the options, and if you can make it hurt enough in the opening, and you're able once you're in the scrum, you're going to be able to take the target locks. You'll be able to hold on to them and have continuous shots. I mean, yeah, the platform is extremely powerful, and we all know that crits can be absolutely devastating, and they just make people sad. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen and had games won so many times by just the wrong crit at the wrong time, right? Like the ship who's about to K-turn and just be on your tail the rest of the game, all of a sudden gets an ion or a panicked pilot or something, getting a structural damage on Boba that they can't fix, for instance. Like those are the crits that can change the game, and being able to apply those crits on almost every attack is absurd. And we did see a lot of 5x1 lists floating around between like passive sensors and tracer missiles, a couple other things. But Jendon just bypasses all of that. I think it's a great addition to the squad.
100%. Now we had some K-turns on both sides here. And so, there you go, Talon roll there. So both the Empire and the Resistance are not going to have target locks. Zari might be able to turn the arc and get shots on. Nope, not going to.
It was a hard one while stressed.
Hard one, yes, because the rock was in the way. Here comes Jendon, range 1. Big money? No money. 1 hit. And gonna push through a damage. That's the last shield on the red T-70 X-Wing. Now here comes Vivek with the rest of his ships. He is the first player, so he'll be firing first at Initiative 2. Oh, sorry, we've got Initiative 3 first. My bad. 3 comes before 2. Whiffs on the range 1 attack into Jendon.
Wow.
Saddies.
Big old saddies. Yeah, stop shooting Jendon. Like it's the trap. All right, you got through this time. Jendon with another big evade.
Now, real quick, let's take some explanation there. When Will says that Jendon's a trap, it's just for the fact that it has so much health, and there is going to be situations where it can get away, and you're dealing with the smaller fighters, and you've committed time and turns to taking damage on Jendon, and you don't end up finishing the job. That does happen pretty often.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Is that you put your attacks into Jendon, but you don't end up killing him. And now, then the next round, you have to put your shots into the X1s while Jendon's coordinating.
Yep.
Couple one-hit attacks here from the X1s, and that one's going to be heroic.
Try again. Not today. Takes another damage. That's half points, I believe. Yes.
Nabi, they're wasting their points purchasing heroic. Tell them to stop doing it.
Guys, we're not heroic. Let's be something else. Let's be better. I mean, obviously it was working for KP, right? Like there's
I mean, it is the right call. Like it's the reason you bring these Red Squadron experts is because they have that ability to essentially like never take locks, which is really nice. You don't normally get a lot of uses of heroic on 3 attack dice, but those 2 agility is really where you see it. Like, and that's really what has always been the philosophy explained to me is that A-wings use heroic offensively, and T-70s use heroic defensively.
Bretness37 asking if he can equip Heroic for his bets. Unfortunately, not today. We don't have a Heroic function in the bets. If we can get it coded in, maybe we give everybody one Heroic trigger, but I don't think so.
Why did they? How did they nerf Heroic? Oh, because it get doubled in price on A-Wings to 2 points. Oh man.
Look at that, 100% more points, Will.
Jeez.
It sounds worse that way.
No, it doesn't. It saves your A-Wing from dying when it blanks out.
100% more points.
It's worth like 5 points out of A-Wing if you blanked out. If you never use it, obviously. But we'll see here. So a big 4K from Yellow here. Yellow still has that lock on the red expert.
And is Jendon just gonna stop? Just be in the way more? I think it'd be a great move right now. 2 straight. Okay, it's a focus after relieving the stress. Focus barrel roll forward. All right, has the space there. That leaves a lane for the green tie advance as well. Yes, there it is. 2 forward. Relieve the stress. Slap down a focus.
Yeah, Jendon's definitely stopping.
There it is.
There it is.
Close the gates. Take away their actions.
Yeah, there he is. Red just bumps.
All right, you know what though? Yellow able to clear, had enough space after red moves first.
I like that. These Imperials, flown by Vivek here, doing a great job of time on target, shooting almost every single round with all of his ships. Turns out that's how you win jousts. Just saying.
Roll more hits than your opponent. Oops. And 2 hits. Blank out. Heroic, try it again.
There you go.
Decisions. Are you going to spend the focus?
Take your shield.
Nah,
take your shield. Those T-70s are getting less and less attack modifiers. So, and they're getting less and less health here too. They're losing the war of attrition.
All right, here we go. Zari trying to take an attack here. Range 2. Blank out. There's no heroic on that one.
Roll more base than your opponent. It's a winning strategy.
KP backed up into a corner here. It's definitely been a little bit under on offense, but this joust did not seem to favor him. You got hit, crit. Rolled with no modifiers, but there you go. 2 evades. Only takes 1 damage on the green tie X1.
That's always what feels bad. Like, it was my moment. And then D9.
Range 2. 1 of each. Spends a focus for hit, crit. Could he clear him on a blank out, but nope. Going to be taking, he spends the focus. I believe we saw that. So just 1 damage. So you got half points on green.
Yep, it will be a crit. I don't know what he's doing with the damage check here. Oh, it was stuck on the token.
Stunned pilot.
My heart always drops every time that card comes out because from a distance it looks like blinded pilot. I was like, oh no. I guess he doesn't have any offensive mods though, so you don't care.
And here we go. That yellow tie X1 firing back. Not coming up with anything there.
All right, 3 more health on that red Squadron expert. See if these 2 attacks can take him down. That's a blank out with no target lock. So goodbye. All right, this one's got a focus.
Doesn't need it. 2 hits and a crit.
Dead.
All of them go through there. Red T-70 X-Wing taken off the board. And with that, Vivek has a strong lead, 118 to 57.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is exactly KP getting diced in this because he's getting blocked a lot and struggling to get modifiers now. But his dice have not been bailing him out of these bad situations.
Not at all. Reminder, we have one more game after this, and if you want to participate in the Galactic Championship Series, we have events going all the way until October 23rd. October 23rd is our last qualifier, and we have our Galactic Championship, our worldwide culmination of this series, happening on November 7th. All top 32s competitors will be getting an invite, and in each qualifier, 32 invites will be given out. They do roll down, so if somebody else, has an invite already and gets into the top 32 multiple times, invites don't get wasted. They roll down to the next available person. So if you have one in the top 32 who got it already, then person number 33 would then have an invite. Some people asking about dates. Our next one is next European one is July 17th. For the full schedule, you can go to goldsquadronpodcast.com or type !Galaxies. We also have Best Spin. Best Spin happening June 5th. Lamu, which is Buenos Aires, which is actually a pretty good time zone for our American players. Because remember, that's just Buenos Aires is straight down one time zone over for the East Coast, but it's essentially right below us. Looking forward to seeing how those qualifiers hang out. And, of course, we're going to have a meta change. We'll have points changes between there. I believe we're getting at least one release, before then, before the end of all this. So it's going to be great. I'm excited to see how this ends up rounding out at the end. All right, Zari coming in, trying to give Colonel Jendon a big attack here.
I remember Buenos Aires. Thank you, Funwalk, for reminding us. Do not forget.
Never.
By the way, Dion, can I have both these lists lose? Because I predicted no generics in the final.
I do not allow it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I mean, my bold prediction was super crazy. Mine's obviously not happening. No Vader in the cut.
I mean, there's a heroic trigger. There we go. I mean, to be fair, mine was pretty bold. Yeah, the state of games today, it was pretty bold.
TIE Advance reaching here. Still has a target lock on that yellow X-Wing. Doesn't he have a target lock there? Or am I misseeing that?
Yellow does, but
yellow. Sorry, colors. Hard.
Yeah, the only one that doesn't have a lock on yellow. X-Wing. All right, here's range 1.
And got 3 hits. And these
Jenny
shuttles
with that big evade.
takes down the shields. These shuttles today have been super evadey. Let's see if we can get a half points here from the yellow X-Wing. Hit crit, no focus in sight, but you're going to be landing a crit.
Yeah, he spent it on defense.
Oh, takes another squiggle.
Evade.
We did get a direct hit right there on the Imperial shuttle.
All right, 4 left on it as it heads into the corner.
And here we go. This will be a 2-die shot. 1 hit.
Two evades.
And
I mean, this is working out for the Imperials. Like I said, it's just eating. Jendon's just absorbing their shots, allowing some time for the X-1s to get into position here. With only 2 ships remaining for the Resistance, they're going to need to put some work in. Now, once they kill Jendon, they will have the initiative advantage. Green here is already limping along. So not out of this yet, but it has to make some careful decisions about target priority coming up quick.
Isophane asking about our crit animations. We have one ship per faction right now, so basically we were inspired by the individualized damage decks, so we didn't quite copy them. We did some of the same as them, but we took some liberties as well.
Ooh, look at this Talon roll.
There you go.
I like that. I like that.
And remember, that yellow TIE X1 does have a target lock on the yellow T-70 X-Wing.
Mm-hmm. There's another lock coming in.
I will say, though, Costanzi in the chat has a great point. Both of these players bringing these lists to the top 4 does give another strong argument on the strength of generics, right? It is great, and these are not the only generics that have been successful, right? Like I'm excited to go through, really analyze. I'm curious to see how M3As did, or if people just avoided bringing them, maybe because they're a known commodity. Like this is our first big tournament of this scale in a long time, so people maybe wanted to play something a little bit different.
I think people are starting to not the people flying them because they were flying against them. They're already sick of them. But I think the people who used to be flying M3As are finally getting sick of them. They're not the most interesting ship to fly because you're normally just flying them in formation. Everybody moves and focuses. Everybody moves and focuses. So nothing against it. It's just that. I think that there's newer and more exciting builds people are wanting to try out.
Mm-hmm. People asking about the bracket, go ahead and type !bracket. Dusol has been doing a wonderful job keeping that updated. If you wanted to see how past players who made the cut did this weekend. Here we go. Next shot. One hit.
All right, one evade. Moving on here, this is obstructed range 3, but does have a target lock and that fire control system.
Here we go. Do you just spend it now? It's a bad shot. Maybe just fire control and... Yeah, there you go.
TLF J200 asking, how many Soontiers were in the cut? It's 0. Fun fact, there was more benthic 2 tubes in this tournament than there was Soontiers. That's what's up.
This is true. Yeah, the ride for the tubes, that's right. There was 1 Soontier in the tournament?
There's more in the tournament. I think there was 3 in the tournament total, and like 5 benthics.
XY in the chat says 0 Duncan in the tournament, 0 Soontier in the cut. I thought I saw Duncan in the chat for a little bit earlier.
I lose track of whose screen names who. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He's just lurking. He's busy saving lives and lurking.
You guys talking to me?
No, not you. Are you talking to
me? Are you talking to me?
Alrighty. Chules34 says, nice job tweaking my list last Monday. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We definitely love doing the Choose Your Champion, not Choose Your Champion, List of the Week during our Monday night podcast. You can join us 8:30 p.m. on Mondays. Yeah, those are always super fun to do. I think the hardest part about it, Will, is, we usually we can't get into the mind. Like, what is the intent behind the list? Like, what are you trying to do? We try to extrapolate it from the list, but it is always super fun to have those discussions.
If we don't have intent, we end up just being like, well, drop all these bad things and add a good ship, just add better ships. I've done it before. I've just been like, yeah, I'm just going to give you a new list because the thing you're doing isn't working. I rode Marcel do one time. Marcel took out like everything but like one pilot and just like, I'm going to build you an entirely new list. No, Marcel switched factions at it once. He was like, no. If you want to do this, you should be flying Imperials. So we need some direction, some hints. I would actually prefer, speaking of that, I would actually prefer if we got more incomplete list. Things of like, I want to fly Rey with Finn and ZZ. What is the rest of my like 75 points in this list? I think that would be easier for us to build than because we've definitely done it before sometimes where someone's like, I want to fly a Jendon list, and we're like, well, Jendon's bad. So first thing I'm going to do is take Jendon out. So we'll see. I do enjoy it though, the list of the week.
I'm a fan.
All right, so it looks like we're spreading out some arcs here. Yellow did not hit that rock, by the way. Risked the hard 2 to keep arc on the T-70.
All right. Baffle says he's got an incomplete for us. Drop it in that list of the week. Tag me. All right, and we get the barrel roll there.
Ooh, a linked barrel roll.
That's
Wings
right.
Closed.
Seeing if you can get that bullseye on.
Yeah, it needs to start shaking and baking here. Start dodging arcs. Zari bumps, but still has a shot.
Just barely has the green tie X1. Hitting the focus. Gonna leave it there, and does end up managing to push through a damage. Second damage card on that green tie X1 down to 1 hull.
Was Zari stressed or something? Yeah, I tried a hard turn 3, so didn't get that free action from bumping. Interesting. Maybe tried to skip over Jendon.
That's right. You didn't make it. Here we go. Next shot. Hit, crit. Going from the Red Squadron export. Didn't roll in the box.
In the box. There's a giant arrow.
No!
Oh, Fadas. Yellow can take it, though.
We're fine. We're fine here. And we got a crit. Uh-oh. It's a fuel leak. Watch out for those crits. That'll be some extra damage.
All right, green here did move his lock over to Zari this round, so we'll have that full 3 dice. A little bit of trail mix here. Value fire control system.
There's a reroll. You got 2 hits.
Hit crit. No, natties. It's those exact reasons why I love fire control system so much. Because you would have just wasted your action and your modifier just to watch your opponent triple evade.
And here, tie X1. So we got to score 118 to 100. Now, KP, you know, he's continued to fight. Hasn't stopped. Hasn't called the game. Couple of big dice swings, and you could get it back.
Oh, no, not out of it yet.
Because that yellow, this shot's going to matter. Let's see what happens here before I go rambling on. Does this one have a lock?
This is blue, who does not have fire control system. He does have a lock, but no FCS.
So it's going to be 2 hits.
All right. Might be able to put one through here.
Put them both.
Heroic.
Sorry,
so many
heroic
triggers.
Got 1. Okay. I think this is pretty massive. Right now, with that green Tempest Squadron being at 1 hull, if you can use this upcoming turn, get it off the board, that puts you ahead. That puts you ahead. Then you got to, of course, hold on to your lead with that X-Wing and Zari, but it gives you a chance. KP has a win condition. Let's see if he does it.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, it's kind of a Madden phrase, but, like, he is doing the damage, and that's what you need to do to win the game.
That's right.
Like,
the way to win is at the end of the game, have more points than your opponent.
I know, but I'm trying to say that in these rounds, each round he's able to put more and more damage through. We haven't seen a couple like turns off where he's just not able to do anything against these 3 agility. I mean, everybody's hurt except for Yellow right now, and Yellow is facing the wrong, or not, I wouldn't say wrong, but facing away from the fight and is stressed. So going to have to take a turn off to get back into the fight.
Excalibur Knight asking, how are we doing on the sub goal? Well, we destroyed both of them, Saturdays and today's. The prize shelf is empty. All the stuff has been given away and being held on for our next big stream event, May 22nd, the Gold Squadron Showdown. Myself and the rest of the GSP crew going to be here at the Gold Squadron Studios putting on a round-robin in-person X-Wing event. We are all fully vaccinated and we'll be following the CDC guidelines. The fact that we're all fully vaccinated, small gathering, we could do it without masks and hang out and put on a good show for you guys. So super excited about that. All right, the blue TIE X1. Take an opportunity to take a target lock here. Jendon tries to go 2-turn, bumped. Excalibur Knight dropping 5 subs. Says, witness me. Witness me. You said you're out of prizes. You know what? I might be able to maybe do a thing or two, maybe. We got some fun stuff.
We'll see. We still got the finals to go through.
This is true.
To see what the stance of those giveaways could be.
All right.
So it looks like just a bump fest in the bottom corner here.
That's right. Zari has locked Jendon into place.
Mm-hmm.
And hit crit. Fire coming from the shuttle and heroic trigger on that T-70 X-Wing. And that crit's going to be smacking on the shields. Only one shield left.
Man, so many heroic triggers from just Yellow alone is absurd.
All right, here's Zari going to be taking a shot into the green TIE X1. And all right, he's choosing violence. He's going for both. He wants to try to take that ship out. And got him. The green TIE X1 falls, and that puts KP ahead 118 to 119. And Norby,
wow,
I will not be
close.
giving away a kitchen appliance today. Not today. Though I guess technically I could give away my second floor refrigerator. We're going to be getting rid of it. So.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
You know what? If somebody pays for the shipping,
a slap chop, but you really escalated it with a whole refrigerator.
Hey,
I wasn't worrying about you having an old fridge.
Listen,
my mind was just delayed of just like, why would you give a fridge away?
Listen, if somebody pays for shipping, you can have it. All right, we got 20 minutes left in this matchup. James, do we have a score yet on TTT for the other game, or is it still active?
It is still active.
Cool. Want to give a quick shout out to a couple people who looks like they've signed up for some Galactic Championship qualifier events. Christoph Soto, Samuel McLean, Carlo Badiola, Baron Mangubat, thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you play in your events. It's got those notifications on the phone. The date of the GSP in-person event, the GSP Classic, is the 22nd. May 22nd. A few weeks from now. It's also, and then the GSP sleepover is on the 21st, but that's not streamed.
I don't know. You got a hot tub?
Maybe we can stream some other board games on the Friday. We got a table. Go
convert the fridge into a hot tub. Oh, that's great. All right, so that was a focus rotate, by the way, by Zari, trying to shoot the blue squadron, just in an epic locked battle here with Jendon.
By keeping them locked, you're avoiding Zari getting shot by the shuttle when you unlock.
Yeah, it is good to know for Colonel Jendon, because he risked the hard 2 last turn, but had a 1 bank because of the stress this turn, and the 1 bank did not fit, so he does not have to take the stress anymore. He can just keep 1 banking in as long as Zari keeps sitting there. Got 1 crit from the X-Wing. Easy evade.
And it looks like the blue X1 has a shot from downtown. Did set up the target lock before, so will be 3 dice. Hit crit. Spending the target lock. Whoa, you got to change that hit to a crit. No, he's going to hold on to premature dice rolling. 1 evade. So 1 crit. That's the last shield on the yellow T-70. Okay. Hit, crit. Oh, full string. 2 hits, 2 crits, and no squiggles there. The yellow T-70 exploded off the board.
Yikes. I just popped in to give you an update. Andrew Oler was victorious, and the 4-ship Rebels advances.
Okay,
2 tubes in the finals.
2 tubes. So we're gonna have classic Rebel versus Imperial in the final. That's awesome. Gotta love it.
It's very cool. Oh my god, I just got triggered, Dion. I got into a big discussion with my lady the other night, because she keeps calling me an announcer. I'm like, this ain't Price is Right. I ain't telling people to come on down.
You're doing your X-Wing announcing?
Yeah, I can't explain to her. I was like, what do you mean? Like, oh, he's he's doing the same thing you are. No, I'm not. He's not.
Well, with that, you got Zari and a Dream. I'm not sure if the player's gonna call it or play it out. It's their
16
time.
minutes. What's I was talking to Matthew Carey after his loss, what appeared to be a frustrating loss for him, and he mentioned I would have conceded, but we're on stream. I don't know your opinion of this, Dion, but if you're not having fun, please do not continue playing the game. Like, do not just sit there and struggle and frustration.
When you are done, just let us know. We're not going to be upset. It's okay.
Yeah, there's one thing to rage quit of like, oh, you blanked out and then lost a ship and be like, well, I'm done with this. I was like, well, I mean, but yeah, when you're down to like 1 ship, there's just you don't have enough rounds. Feel free to call it. We understand. We've all been there.
And here we go. Zari does have that range 1 hit crit going into Jendon. Guaranteed to crit and takes them both. What crit did Jendon get? That is a disabled power regulator going on that Imperial ship.
Luckily, he already engaged this round, so he won't get the ion currently because he needs to hard turn in 1 bank and hopefully still be on the board.
And let's say one thing though. KP does have a win condition here. If you get Jendon off the board next turn, Zari does have an initiative advantage. So you have some maneuverability, and you would be able to potentially take out one of those ships. Zari right now, 38 points, is the same exact points as one of these Tempests. So if you can take out Jendon, take down the blue Tempest, and get half, you got it.
Yeah, Dion, but that full health yellow Tempest is actually worth 39. There's a 1-point bid in the Imperial squad.
Oh no! All right, well you got to get half of that one too.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, final. Oh no, never mind. Not final salvo.
Dun 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 dun. Bum bum. All right, we'll stop it there. That's probably good enough.
Well, Jendon's just gonna fly off the board.
Did he just too hard? The 1 bank? Yeah, he's not gonna.
That 1 bank won't fit, right? If you're a medium base, maybe.
Get skinny, Jendon. Get suckered in, boy.
Yeah, flip those wings up. Jeez, come on.
All right. Well, Zari's gonna be taking a couple of shots this turn. Both of the TIE X1s do have target locks on them. All right, range 3. One crit. Zari trying to do something here. At least strip some tokens. Not going to happen. Here we go. We got 2 fully modded attacks. There it is. Has the focus. Hit crit. Natty's got all 3.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. Another 3 dice attack. Has the lock out there for the blanks.
Yeah, just fire control at this point, though. So, so good.
Looks like I think he wants to go for both. Yep.
Wow, okay.
Sadness that he only got 1. 2 hits. But you know what? Got half points right there.
Really? Okay. Bold call.
With that half points, I think that locks the game, because now you must kill all 3 ships in order to get the win.
Mm-hmm.
That is GG right there.
I mean, you could, because you need 3 shots. So, like, even if Jendon flies off the board, whatever, you kill the blue Tempest in 1 shot. The 5 health on the yellow means you're going to need 2 shots, at least 1 being range 1. And that's just unlikely. I wouldn't say impossible. Unlikely in 11 minutes here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you guys are like, oh, I love the language here. You guys, you just need to kill blue and Jendon. Just. Easy, baby. Well, you lead with yellow. You don't lead with blue. You leave blue at range 3, right? I mean, Vivek's showing he's locked in. He is locked in. I don't think he's gonna go serve up the blue X1.
Let's see if
I think he said he pronounces it Vivek.
Vivek. Even better. Vivek, hooray. And the shuttle's off the board. Well, you know what? Win condition number 1. Got the shuttle.
Hey.
Easy.
One less thing.
Check it off the list. All right. Next one. Zari is boosting there, trying to get a shot. Yellow is probably in the arc.
Mm-hmm. Ugh, 2 on 3 though, Zari. Come on. Yeah, yellow had to require the lock though, so no.
Got a crit.
Yeah, no defensive token here.
4 dice though, and hey, gonna hit that first shield. Every journey starts with the first step.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go, range 3 shot back. Reacquired the target lock. Just hold it. Hold it.
Yeah, just whatever. Well, he's got fire control.
Fire control. Like, sure, 1. But Zari has a focus. Should be fine. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, so while they're wrapping up here, there's been a lot of discussion this entire game about whether KP should have set up for the honorable joust or not.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion on that?
I mean, I think what KP was thinking, which is not a bad line of thought, is that he had the initiative advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I can initiative kill 2 of these Tempests before we get going, then I'm good. I'm gravy. I probably win this game. But it obviously didn't go that way. The TIEX ones were able to defend with their 3 agility. And I think that's really what pushed them over, is the fact that, yes, they're initiative 2, but the 3 agility held out enough so that all of those TIEX ones were alive when it was their turn to shoot. And with their fully modified attacks versus a 2 agility ship, they were landing 3 hits almost every time. And if you're not rolling 2 evades, the T-70X weren't rolling 2 evades every time, you're going to lose a ship. They lost a ship and a half in the first engagement, and he's been behind since there.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I would say like, oh well, you got boost and barrel rolling ships here with the T-70s and stuff, but Rose doesn't.
Yep.
So if you want Rose in the fight, you have to go at her speed and maneuverability.
Mm-hmm. Now we will take a second and get Jendon off the board, so we have that up-to-date score of 119 for KP. And that will end up being... I'm stalling so hard for James right now for him to kill Jendon because he flew off the board.
Sorry, what was that, Dion?
Jendon needs to die.
Oh, yep.
Needs to die.
There you go. 181 versus 143. There, we did it. We did
Sorry,
it.
they were talking about the Jendon Zari block earlier,
Yeah.
and if it was legal...
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Because it's your opponent doing it. Like, tell your opponent to get out of the way.
Yeah, because there's like no legal move for Jendon to stay on the board, so.
Mm-hmm. And at the time, at the time,
there's a bid. Sorry, go ahead.
At the time, also, KP still had another ship alive. Right? It was maybe 2 turns they bumped, and then they went.
Yeah, there's still something flying around.
Yeah.
I'll say this much. There's a reason why the rules on fortressing are not concrete. Mm-hmm. Because there's weird situations like that where you do need more context to decide.
Oh, big hammer here into Zari. Hit, crit. The crit's going to land. What do we get? We got a fuel leak. Might end with some fireworks. Fuel leak for the resistance.
All right, is officially halved now. Fuel leak. We're winding down here. 5 minutes. I love the pace of play of these guys, though. They are getting their dials set and moving quite often here. I do enjoy it.
They're trying to use every minute they have. We have about 5 minutes left on the clock. And by the way, we are jumping right into the final We'll maybe give the finalists just a little quick bathroom break, but we're not doing the full 15, 20-minute break here. Probably give them 5 to 10. Take a tinkle and get back to battle. Our finals, by the way, 75-minute finals throughout all of the Galactic Championship. I refuse to live under the tyranny of the 2-hour final. I refuse.
That's some real tyranny. I will not be locked in this cage for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. They are entitled. Fun long and long. They are, when we had the break earlier, we don't have a break scheduled for now. I mean, I'll give them a few minutes. Fawn making me sound like a monster. Fight.
Get in there and fight.
Normally we do a break before the final, but because we had a top 32, we gave the top 4 a break. You are a monster. I love 2-hour finals. Oh, no.
So you're wrong. I apologize.
You see, Fawn, I think it is a fundamental difference in the thought between the 2-hour final. I like the idea. By the way, full string here in Dazari. She dead. Can't do anything about it. Takes the last damage right there. Congratulations, Vivek, heading to the final. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, and Row 6, our Grand Admiral patrons, and all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members. Thank you so much for your support. Gold Squadron out.